So, good morning.
Good
Today,
morning.
we actually came to come and explain one of the previous videos we did already. We actually did a video about a particular bush in this clan, in my clan here in Obet Single, that legend had it was used to be dark those days before Christianity came and it was cleared and the rest of them. So we did a video on it already, but at some point we found out that the video we did was not that deep. So today we brought someone that knows better, that knows much, much better about this particular forest. So we want to do a more review, a more deeper review for more understanding. So we are here with me. I have Mr.
McDonald Og.
Okay, so he is a more of a custodian of the tradition and culture of the people of Namobu in in Obetiti Nguru in Mbise local government area. So he knows much more. So this morning he's going to tell us a few breakup, a few summary of what this whole bush is all about. So please, Mr. Marco, can you tell us what can you tell us deep stories about this Ohala and how the whole thing came about?
Yes,
Speak up a bit.
our grandfather, Joseph Ogwamanam
Okay,
Webishike,
okay,
is the custodian of the Ohiala. Ohiala, as it is known in those days, is the place mapped out for the village gods. It is a forest that is designated by the community for the services of the gods.
okay. So basically, it was a mapped out land that the village brought out for a particular deity. Now I want to ask, like, was there any reason why the deity was brought to this place?
Good. In those days, our people believed in the worship of gods. The gods they know are the field that is very much accustomed to them, or that used to protect them or their children or their progresses, their farmlands. So they bring them closer to
Okay.
them. In this area now, the Ohiala was brought closer. Though the god that was mainly served in this place was from Obe area. They brought as we were told, because we were even young when the Ohiala was customized to the service of God
Okay, like
or the gods.
okay, like how many years ago has this like how many years ago did this thing happen?
This one has taken over 150 years.
Wow. Then but there was this story we had that during those days that the bush was usually dark, even in the daytime. And I don't know, like can you tell us more about that?
Yes, because there was no plundering of trees like has been done today. There
Okay.
were iroko trees, mahogany trees all over the place. There were oba trees, so there were a lot of trees inside that forest. Uh, and they were not cut down unless at the order of the gods. So that made the place very dark.
Okay, not like as if is the presence of the god, just because of the shade of the trees was
Yes,
okay, okay.
yes,
Okay, another
yes.
thing we want to ask is was there any significant impact? Like did what during all those years of the service of the gods, did was there any impact? Like can somebody say this is one of the things that the gods were able to do for the people that were serving the gods those days?
Yes, many people did not believe in the. As time went on, as technology advancement and education came in, many people disagree with that services of the gods there. So, but in those days, the people believed in their gods, that the gods were helping them to enrich their soil and give them a good harvest. So during the time of, let's say, Yam Festival as it is coming now, they will go there and make their sacrifices. So the impact it has in them is sometimes is social. If you come to the interactions in the village,
Yeah.
because of the belief that these gods can harm you if you did not go to them with clean hands.
Okay.
And they have, because of the belief people had in those gods. So it made them live a good life. The gods made them live a good life because of the fear of being harmed by the gods.
Okay. So the fear of the gods like actually made people to live more civil life. There was no excesses like it is now.
Yes, of
Okay.
course. There
So
was no much corruptions like is being exhibited now, and
okay.
people were living with in harmony because nobody was very much afraid of each other because of the wrath of the gods that will befall on that person. So you see that aspect, the fear of those gods, I can say was the beginning of wisdom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And another thing, one of the last thing I want to ask you is um what do you have like what is your comparison from now till then? Like would you say that Christianity has done more good thing or were those days better than now?
Well, that is really, if you are to compare, though it depends on individuals. If I am to compare, I can say the life in those days were much appreciated. They are better than the one of these days, in the sense that people were doing things people were doing things with all righteousness, with the belief that no, if I do this, the gods will harm me. So people were afraid of doing evil. Unlike today, people are just not afraid. If you say they just believe that they can go to any pastor and the evil you have done, you confess it easily like that, and you go away, and it will be done. So people were afraid of God, gods in those days than now.
Okay. Okay, please one more thing. Can we actually tour this bush? Maybe at least you can show our viewers what the bushes look like. Although I understand that the presence of the ghost is not there again, but can you show like strategic points in that particular at least for the purpose because this vlog is actually trying to market Mbise, like we're trying to tell Mbise our lifestyle and culture and everything. So that is why most of my viewers would want to have a tour with you. Can we actually see what give us strategic points
Of
and
course,
stuff?
of course, of course. We can take a little time and walk into the farmland now. It's already a
Okay, it's more
farmland
of a
now.
farmland.
It's no longer a land for dedicated to the gods. So
Okay.
we can walk into the Ohiala now and you see some parts. Because in those days, also people, like if somebody dies of all these infectious diseases, they were
Wow.
dropped inside the forest there, for the fear that that person must have been killed by the gods.
Wow.
And so we can go.
Okay, so finally, let's go and tour this particular place and see how it looks like. Right now, we are almost at the Ohala. So just follow us, let's tour so that you can see plenty places because they already told us that there is a place that dead people were dropped those days that they were assumed to be killed by the ghosts. So just follow us, let's tour this place. Let's go. So this is the forest of the gods those days that is called the Ohala. And Ohiala, from my own understanding, basically is the forest of the deity. So let's just stop and see how the whole place, see the landscape and everything that is in the bush. So can we actually get like where was the deity located in the first place?
That is this way.
Okay. Okay,
You
but
can see it has been cleared.
okay, but
Uh,
okay, but is there any strategic thing that to map out that this is the particular place the deity was located? Is there anything at all? Is there any landmark or
so that we can use any tree to represent.
our tour guide is going to show us strategic points where the deity is located, at the strategic point it was located there, and according to him, where corpses of people that were killed those days by the gods were dropped as well. So I feel it's very interesting thing. So let's just walk inside the forest and let's see for yourself. Let's go. So this is where is this place actually?
This place was where the gods, the house, the place that bears the semblance of the gods.
Okay.
This place.
But is the god, is he a male or a female god?
Yes, there is the male and female together.
Wow. So actually it was a very notable and renowned something.
Yes, of course.
Okay, this is
This is
yeah.
the place. So in those days, if you do evil, maybe you indulge in having sexual intercourse, maybe with your father's wife, because those things were prohibited in yes, in religion in those days, and even now, it was prohibited. If you do those things and maybe you die, your corpse will be dropped along this line.
Wow.
Along this line.
So what you're saying
Uh,
is like if an excavation is done, bones
yes,
and
bones and
remains will actually be.
remains of people, because in those days you just don't bury them. You will cover the person with a calabash, cover his face with calabash, and drop the corpse here. But you can see many of the carcasses and the bones and the all the paraphernalia that were used in burying them have been removed
Wow.
and burnt down.
Yeah, because as you can
Yeah.
see, if you look at most of the bushes are now cultivated. They are more of like farmland.
Yes.
Wow. So I think most of these trees are like are dated back to those days the gods used to be here.
Yes, 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 yes. You are right.
Oh.
But
So
many have been cut down. Even these ones were small, small. These ones were not even. You have great Iroko trees. Great Iroko trees that have stayed well over 150, 160 years. Yeah, we have many of them all around us.
so all these places are
All these places were a part of this Ohala. All these places were a part of the Ohala. As you can see for yourself, it is now used for farmland. Uh, they have been reclaimed and they are now used for farmland. Religion has taken over.
yeah.
Even
So
in some areas, they have used it, some parts in building churches.
wow. So that means the stories that we are told about this place were literally true.
It depends on the story you had. That the gods were killing people here, or that were they dropped here, or
Yeah.
that if you enter the evil forest, the Ahiala forest, you will die.
No, we heard that this place were usually dark and corpses were dropped. So just to find out if those things are male met or if the legends about it were actually
Yes, the
true.
corpses were actually dropped. Like in those days, people did not know that something like if this present HIV now had been in those days, they would have been said that they are as a result of the wrath of the gods. And those who are killed by HIV or tuberculosis or all these infectious diseases, their corpses are being dropped.
So most of the things that were done here were done ignorantly.
Ignorantly, yes, of course.
And can we say that the ghosts actually protected the people? Did the ghosts actually protected the people?
Yes, of course. Since those diseases were did not spread up, you can see the landscape of this place. People are still habiting in them. So those diseases did not kill the people here. So you can say the gods have protected them.
Okay, that's very nice. Like at this point, I mean, we have done a reasonable amount of justice to this particular story we told you initially. So if you have any other thing you want to know about this place, if you think there is a question you need to ask us, you can drop it at the comment section. And if you're from Mbise, any part of Mbise, and you want us to tell any story about your people of any type, please just send me a direct message and we will come and tell your story to the world. So thank you, and wait for the next video to drop because we have interesting packages to give you. Thank you and see you in the next video.